Good morning. Here's just a brief update on our petition for exemption for commercial use of unmanned aircraft for real estate. So what I've gone and done is, first I read an advisory circulation. As you can see, I highlighted notes and everything dated from June 9th, 1981 regarding model aircraft standards. So one of my friends sent me that, read it over. It's mostly just about safety concerns, what to do, what to not to do. Item, was it C, states that do not fly model aircraft higher than 400 feet. More than likely, somewhere around that would happen. I haven't had an altimeter on the Phantom to understand how high it actually does go. I've tested it out and just with visually, and it goes pretty high. And so that was one thing to note from there. Also, it giving right away to aircraft already in the area. I also downloaded the petitioning for exemption under Section 333. You can find this all through the FAA's website and some Google searches that'll actually take you there fairly quickly. I made a lot of highlighting notes across it, on both sections of the pages. And then I also downloaded another petition form as well as the guidance. And a lot of these are actually pretty redundant, but going through, you can see I made a fairly, thorough outline, I would say, for at least a rough draft. And the petition, what I'm really trying to establish here is what I'm trying to accomplish, and cover everything: aircraft performance, maintenance, pre-flight checklist, pilot qualifications, flight records, flight logs, safety, radio frequency, camera, the technology you're going to be using, privacy, intended operations, potential hazards, area conditions. And right now, those are the main categories that I've outlined. And following pretty much the checklist. Just going through there and making notes and then trying to flush out more detail. I've never done one of these. I'm going to be reaching out to some more folks who have done these. I met with a consultant already to see what areas of concern that the FAA want to see, and is it thorough enough for them. I don't want to have to do this twice. So, that's where I'm at today. Well, I'll be going through and actually probably starting a rough draft, and then hopefully by, midweek have a draft out to the consultant to review before submission. It was also pointed out to me that I may want to reach out to NAR to see what work they've done, who they have in charge of this, or is kind of front-running to try to get a blanket approval, I guess, from NAR members, if there is such a thing, which I think highly would doubt. I've even talked about if it would be blanketed enough to cover the brokerage I work under, Keller Williams Realty Marysville. I think it would be tough, just after reviewing this, to actually invoke standards that the FAA could hold on entire office. I mean, we're a moderate size office of roughly 90 some folks, and to be able to have an office that governs that, or an entity that governs all those people inside our own office, may not be something our office is even willing to do, or other offices are willing to do. So it kind of seems to me that this would be actually an agent by agent case. That way they could hold accountability to that agent, to that pilot, for things that go wrong. On accountability, another thing that didn't make it into my notes yet, which is looking at insurance. I'll be talking to my insurance agent, as well as I've been pointing to model aircraft insurance that has a policy in case it lands on a roof, goes through a roof, lands on a car, and etc. So that way I'm covered, everybody else is covered if any damages happen. I want to minimize those. Most of the time the weather that I'll be flying in is going to be nice, and low wind, blue skies, good visibility. So, I'm fairly confident that there will be minimal risk for accidents. But with that said, it's always nice to be covered than not covered. So that's where I'm at right now with your notes. Information, like I said, everything I've been pulling from is from the FAA's website. I'm not trying to go to too many outside sources for actually putting this piece together. However, I have read a lot of news reports from on CBS, tons of YouTube videos, even from NAR, other real estate agents who are doing it and talking about it, as well as just news reports, and even into the the people that are highly concerned about privacy and will shoot your drones down, or quadcopters. I'm confident that's not going to happen in my line of work, just because we're filming a specific house. If people have questions, I feel I can probably be pretty approachable and address those and alleviate concerns or whatnot. And and professional standards. This is definitely not a hobby, so keeping those standards up there is definitely a must. And that also, I believe, I did mention privacy is in here, and will definitely be covered. So that's where I'm at today. So any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Yeah, again, subscribe for further updates. Hopefully I'll have one by week's end and see where we're at, and we'll just kind of go from there. Thanks again for tuning in, and this is Toby signing out.